Hi, welcome to the session on syllogism. I'm Ravi Handa and this is my Twitter handle. You can use that to provide feedback. To begin with, we need to understand the fundamental idea of syllogisms, which is that they are based on pure and simple logic. Let us look at a couple of very simplistic examples. Let's say I'm given a statement, all humans are mortal, all Greeks are humans, and then I have to verify whether the conclusion that is given to me is correct or incorrect. How do I do that? Well, the questions on syllogism I typically believe can be divided into two categories. The ones which I consider to be easy and the ones which I consider to be difficult. I know it is an arbitrary classification of sorts, but you will find it useful by the time the session is over. In the easy questions, what you can do is just look at the common part, eliminate it, and get the answer. Say, in the first one here, the common part is humans. So if I eliminate the common part, humans, what am I left with? I'm left with all Greeks are mortal, which is the conclusion. That means my conclusion is true. Very similarly, in the second one, all mortals die, some mortals are men. So if I eliminate the common part, that is the mortals which are there, so what does it become? Some men, some are men can be reduced to some men and die. So which becomes the conclusion? Some men die, which is also a correct conclusion to the given statements. I know and I agree that these are very simplistic questions. Let us look at some of the questions which were actually asked in the exam. Say for example, this one. Well, as you can see, things have already gotten a little complicated. What you had to do in this question is, you were given 6 statements, as you can see here, and you had to verify which one of the options led to the correct set. That is, the first 2 statements are the statements and the third one is the conclusion. The first 2 statements are again the major minor premise and the last one is the conclusion. It is a little difficult to keep on shifting in these statements. So what I've done is I've listed down all the options here, A, B, C, and D. So A is 2, 4, and 5. That is X and Y do not quarrel, X and Y quarrel often, and all those who quarrel are siblings. So that is how I have listed down all the 4 options. Now, what is happening in these questions? In these options rather. X and Y do not quarrel, X and Y quarrel often, all those who quarrel are siblings. This does not even make sense. There is nothing which is common that you can eliminate. So you forget this one. X and Y are siblings, X and Y quarrel often, X and Y cannot be siblings. Once again, the options are not making sense. There is nothing that you can kick out or the common part that you can cancel. X and Y are siblings, siblings are known to quarrel often. Yes. So here it is something that you have a common part, which is the siblings part. Eliminate that. What are you left with? X and Y are known to quarrel often and X and Y quarrel often. So this makes a logical statement. So this is the true statement and C is our answer to this question. As you can see, this has become so much simple. Let us try one more example. Very similar idea, 6 statements, conclusion and stuff. Have a look at these statements. Pause the video if you like. All I have done initially is listed down the 4 options that were given to me. Now, to solve them, all mangoes are fruits, all mangoes are green. So in this, I have mangoes common. If I eliminate that part, what I am left with is fruits and green, but my conclusion is something totally weird. So this cannot be my answer. It is gone. All mangoes are fruits, all fruits are sweet. Yes, now fruits are common. And once I eliminate that part, I am left with all mangoes are sweet, which is the given conclusion. So that means in this one, B is indeed my correct answer. There is no need to check the other options. Next question. All frogs are amphibians and all that. I have done the exact same process again. Nothing else. Listed down all the options as A, B, C, and D. Now, I look at the options individually. All frogs are amphibians. All amphibians are cold-blooded. Good. So that means I can eliminate the amphibians part from it. So what am I left with? I'm left with all frogs are cold-blooded, which is what the conclusion also says. So this one got solved very, very easily and in the first step itself, and A becomes my answer. One final question, just so that you get the idea completely. Some men are short height men are intelligent, and a lot of other stuff is given to me. Once again, what I do is I take A, B, C, and D, list them down in the order which they are given in the options, and then try and solve it. Some men are of short height, short-heighted men are intelligent. So I eliminate the common part, which is the short-heighted one. Now, once I've eliminated the short-heighted part, what am I left with? Some men are intelligent, whereas the conclusion which is given to me is all men are intelligent. Well, that is the incorrect conclusion. So this is gone. Sudhir is a man. Sudhir is of short height. Short height men are intelligent. Does not make any sense. Out. Short-heighted men are intelligent. Sudhir is of short height. Sudhir is intelligent. Now what is common? Short height is common. So I eliminate that. See, short height is gone from here as well. So what am I left with? Sudhir is of men are intelligent. So what am I left with? Sudhir is indeed intelligent. And this becomes my correct answer or my correct conclusion. So as you can see, with the help of some very, very basic elimination, we are able to solve some of the syllogisms questions very, very easily. With this, I'd like to wrap up the first session on syllogism. Please provide feedback via Twitter at my Twitter handle @RaviHanda. You can also email me on my mail ID, which is ravihanda@gmail.com.